I just wanted to talk about something real quick. Sorry, I just got out of the gym, but I came to a park, and how your worth isn't based on how much you make. I want to talk about this because when you decide to follow your passions, when you decide to do the inner work, when you live in a world of understanding that there is far more beyond what we were raised with, you see beyond the programming, you see into higher dimensions, you feel into higher dimensions. And because you chose to do the inner work, because you chose to understand yourself and the world around you, and you chose to understand that we are spiritual beings having this human experience in the consciousness, you come to realize that a lot of people will judge you. And this has happened to me for years, and that's okay. In the beginning, you have to get used to understanding why they judge you. But you can be very kind. You can be very loving. You can be so happy. You can be free. And you could honestly be the most kindest person ever, understanding person ever. But because you're not working towards the traditional definition of what work is, of what people believe work is, they'll think that you're shit. They'll think that you're not worthy. They'll think that you're lazy. And the reason, though, is because first and foremost, these people that are judging you still live in a fear mindset. When you do the inner work and when you decide to understand who we are higher consciousness, when you decide to understand that, you come to realize that this world, you don't want to work a traditional 9-to-5, because you know that working a traditional 9-to-5 was designed to keep you in fear. They used money, and money is a frequency. The people who ran this world, the evil, they used money to control you and to keep you in fear. And so that's why when we're born, you're put into a system like school, so you can work when you're young, and then after, you're expected to go to college and you're expected to work until you retire, because they don't want you to understand the deeper meaning of who you are. And so they use money and work and programming to keep you in that fear. So when you reach higher levels of consciousness, you understand that these people that are still judging you, they work in a fear mentality. They think that everything that they need is external from them. They believe that money is external from them. They believe that they need to keep chasing money. But when you understand on a deeper level that everything you've ever wanted is right here. Money isn't external. It is you. It's a frequency. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to hustle. And because we are programmed to only see this physical world, just because you physically can't see it, they think that it's not there. But when you are understanding higher levels of consciousness, you know that it's everywhere, that you're abundant, that there's no lack. You understand that you don't need to be in fear, that the energetical flow of money is continuous. There is no stop. You just think that it stops because you get a paycheck, because you have hours and a capped paid amount. So you think that's the only amount you can earn. But when you realize that money is unlimited and it is everywhere, and the universe will provide, then the universe will provide. I've been self-employed going on 5 years now, and when people look at me and they don't see me working, but they don't know how much I make, but they see me, I had my own apartment, they see me doing things and not understanding how that's happening, they tend to judge me because they think that I'm lazy. But at the same time, I feel like I trigger something within these people, because they think that because they're suffering and they have their own opinion about life, that I should suffer too. And so they project and don't understand how I'm living this happy, free life and not allowing money to control my life. And the frequency of money is continuously flowing to me. It's because I understand the deeper levels of what that is, of what money is, that it's frequency. That once you believe that when you go out and you spend money, right? A lot of us have this fear of spending, and we don't want to give, or we don't want to share money because we believe that we're giving it away. But the thing is that money isn't something to give away. you're never giving it away. It's always here. You always have it. You're just contributing to the flow of money. And so when you contribute to the flow of money and you stop giving this frequency money such a negative feeling that you don't have enough, so you don't want to give it away, when you share and you say, oh, it's just frequency, I'm helping the flow come back to me, I'm sharing it, and I know that. So for instance, whenever I spend or share, I say to myself, you know what, I'm doing this and it feels good because I'm changing the energetical flow of money, and I know that whatever I'm contributing to the flow of this frequency, it's gonna come back to me 10 times over in abundance, 10 times over, 10 times more. If I spend 10 or gives $10 away, it's gonna come to me in $100, back to me in $100, because I'm not believing that I don't have it. I always have it. I'm not giving it away. It's all here. You just think you're giving it away because of the physical. You physically see yourself, so you think you don't have it. And so when you just understand that on a deeper level, and you understand that you don't need money to complete you. Like, yes, everybody has their own definition of success, and money runs people's world so deeply that they believe that if you're not working, then you're a piece of shit, right? And because they believe that money is what's gonna make them happy, they believe that money dictates how powerful you are, how worthy you are. That dictates if you're a hustler. But the thing is that I realize that money isn't my entire world. I'm my entire world. I realize that also money isn't external, it's me. I have it within me. Everything I've ever wanted I can have because it's me. I don't need to work my ass off for it. Like, yes, I can follow my highest passion and do what I want and do what I love, and the universe will provide. And so you stop thinking in a fear mindset. You stop thinking that you don't have. And that's the thing, is that, you know, when you reach higher levels of consciousness, you can understand unconditional love too, because when you understand that these people are judging you, you understand love towards them, because you open up your perspective to realize that these people are just children, and they don't understand how the orchestration of the world works. You know how when you're young and children don't really understand, and you're not going to get mad at them because they don't really get it yet. That's how these people are. They're still in a conscious level where they believe that everything is fear. But don't allow these people to convince you that you're not successful. Because, like I said, everybody has a right to their own reality, and everybody has a definition of what success is. And these people don't see you working in the, I suppose, spiritual unseen. You know, like I said, everybody is very scared because if they don't see physical validation, they just don't understand. But remember, they don't need to understand. It's not your job to explain to them either. But I see you, and doing the inner work and raising your consciousness is a job. And I say this all the time, that my job is to raise my consciousness, and I'm working 24/7 on myself, on my inner self-concept, on my mind of understanding this world, of reaching higher levels of consciousness. I do this 24/7. That is my job. I just want to say that because people won't understand you, and that's okay. You allow them. You know, and true self-love and true self-awareness comes with you. When we can allow people to misunderstand us and have their own opinion about us, and that does not change our view on ourselves, and that does not change what we know. When you know things on a higher level of consciousness, when you know things in the unseen, when you feel things, you have keys to unlock the doors of the universe that others don't. So that's why they don't get it. But all we can do is hope that one day they can see what we see, because like I always say, no one's ever better than anybody else. And so we can just hopefully hope that these people get to this mindset where they don't work in fear, where they don't work in lack. But remember, just because they do that doesn't mean you have to. Just because they don't understand you doesn't mean you need to convince them. Just because they have their own definition of what success is doesn't mean you need to cater or change your life to their success. Let them think that you're not doing anything. Let them think that you're lazy. Let them think that nothing is ever happening for you. And it's crazy because when they see you doing things and when they see you living your life and being free, they get confused and they don't understand how you're doing it. And so they want to make assumptions about you. But let them. let them. And I try my best not to judge, because sometimes we do get triggered. And if you do get triggered, and allow yourself to feel that, but at the end of the day, just let them. You're gonna strain yourself more trying to convince somebody and care about what other people say. You're just gonna strain your mental health and yourself more and stress yourself out, versus just letting them. Just let them, my friend. But yeah, I just got a little inspiration today. That's all I wanted to talk about. Okay, I love you, and I hope you have a good day.